Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how to design and simulate a transmission gate using CMOS logic. For designing a transmission gate, I'm using Advanced Design System tool. So let's get started using ADS tool. For creating a transmission gate, you need a PMOS and a NMOS. Go to the library palette, search for the MOS devices. Devices MOS. You will be made available with numerous types of MOS devices and their models. For this simulation of transmission gate, I am using NMOS and PMOS. You need to arrange them. Use the rotation. So that the source act as a input and the source of NMOS act as a output. Connect these two. Source of PMOS connected with drain of NMOS. Similarly, drain of PMOS is connected to source of NMOS. You need to connect this substrate or bulb always connected to source. Once the PMOS and NMOS are connected, you have to apply the input at this side and you have to take the output on this side. So you can place ports which act as input and this to output. The input, for input you can go to sources, time domain, and you can place input to a pulse. Similarly, you need to place a source so that this transistor gets on. So I am placing one more source. Just copy it. And to this also. One more source I am placing. So connect these. First I will place the ground. Now make the required connections using the wire. This will be your input. This is to control the NMOS and this input is to control the PMOS. Connect the output port. You can name them. Insert wire or pin label. Click on it to name it to V in. This port to V out. Since these two are control signals, you can place like C and this input to C bar. These two are like complemented forms. C and C bar both are like complemented form. Suppose if I am applying a 0 to 1 volt pulse, this should be changed to 1 0. So that means it is operating in reverse. To make the NMOS transistor, you need to provide a high voltage, and to make the PMOS on, you need to place a low potential. So I'll change the rise times and fall time of these two. (500 picoseconds). For all of this. Then change the width of the pulse to like 15, and the period of the pulse is 30. Similarly, you can change the width of this control signal to 10 and 20. This is also 10 and 20. Now your design is ready. You need to place a controller, a simulation controller. So go to the simulation, select the transient. From there, you can place this controller icon. You can place this controller. The simulation will be performed for 100, or you can change the period to 60 or so. Depends. Before that, you need to use the model file. So you can go to the, or you can search here, netlist include. So you have to bring this controller so that you can add a model file to it. So for model file, you can double click on it, include the file, go to the browse. I have placed the model file on the desktop. Here is the path. I am using a 130 nanometer file. OK. Apply so that it changes. Click on OK. So you have to give the values of length 0.13 micrometer. Default length is 0.13 or 130 nanometer. I am giving the default values. So once all of these are set, you are ready to simulate it. So save the design, and you can use the simulation controller to perform the simulation. Click on it. So it says that MOSFET is a undefined model. Here you have to use the model name that is present in the technology file. So I will be using CMOS P as it is present in the technology file, and this model to CMOS N. Save it. Now you can perform the simulation. Now If everything is fine, this window will appear for plotting. You can select this rectangular plot, place it. Since there are 3 to 4 inputs, so one is input and output, and you have to plot C and C bar. That means 2 control signals. So I am selecting this plot and say add. So all these are added to it. Now it plots. So you can see this. We'll change the colors. So this is your V in. I'll set the thickness to 1.0. This is your V out, 1.0. Change the color to blue. And these are your control signals. So change the color of this. So you can see the results. You can see the results. What is happening is, when the control signal is high, up to here, okay, you will be getting the output. After that, it is going into high impedance state towards 0. So this state, in between state, from this point, I'll keep the marker, or I'll use this. From this point to this point, this is nothing but in between value. It is a tri-stated, or you can call it as a high impedance state. To be precise, it should be like high impedance state. Even though my input is there, still here, from here, it is not allowing to pass this signal. I can change this. If I want to go for more number of simulations, I'll use 5 and 10 as inputs. Again, I'll perform the simulation. So you can see this. Up to here, this entire signal will be passed. That means whenever the control signal will be high, this whatever the input is there, that will be passed. Remaining after this duration, from this point, from here to here, it is in a high impedance state. So if you want to see the results for sinusoidal input, you can see it. I'll remove this and go to the sources, time domain sources, and you can select sine. Save the design. Just keep the 1 GHz frequency or amplitude with 1 volt. First I will check it for 500 MHz. With an amplitude of 1 volt. Try to simulate it. So you can see the results, what is happening. From this point to this point, your output is in a high impedance from this point. So you can see this. That means up to this point it is passing the output. Even though the signal is like a continuous, it is passing only up to this. Whenever the control signal is high, it is allowing up to here. After that, this state is called as the high impedance state. Again, whenever the clock signal goes high or the control will be high, then the signal is passed through it. Use for 1 gigahertz. Save the design. You can run simulation again. So you can see the result, what is happening. So up to whenever the control signal is high, it is allowing to pass the signal through it. After that, this state is a high impedance state. So like that, for different, even the frequency is changing based on the control input. Based on the control input, you will be having the output. This is the simulation of transmission logic.